Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. There's a website for Chris Ann. It's on the back of the book here. The end of the last line there, chrisann.com, chris-ann with an e.com. There's a picture of Chris Ann as well. Feel free to check that out if you want to, of course. Supportive Oracle cards. Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Websites for Sandra are Hay House websites. There they are. Feel free to freeze frame on any of that information you might want. There's also Hay House Radio with a picture of Sandra here in the back. Feel free to check that out if you want to, of course. Okay. Capricorn. Ooh, that's a great one. You started right out with the Sun card. In my opinion, it's my favorite card of the tarot deck. It's just usually, like, no matter what way you're looking at it, it's really good. Like, it depends, but usually I like to say that no card is either good nor bad, but usually that one is. Why do we put so much out? This is like Virgo, a lot going on around you. Is that really that bad? Okay, we're making a transition. Alright, so we're going to set this up properly is what I'm getting. There's something you're holding on to. Oh, okay, there's a lot with this. And I know you're going to understand it, but it's more like doing it than understanding it. It's kind of like, you know, it's time to move. And it's like really kind of looking at stuff and going, I haven't touched this in the last 6 months. In fact, in some of this, I haven't touched in years. Do I really need to hold on to it? Or, like, should I at least downsize it? It's kind of like looking at all you have and going, I'm not really using it. Can it be organized better? And should I hold on to it? Should I move it? Should I sell it? Should I just get rid of it? Give it away, leave it on the side of the road and say free, whoever wants it has it. Analytically, I know you completely understand what you're looking at and what you're doing. It's the difference between knowing I should let something go and physically actually doing it. I think that's an earth thing. Let me know. I don't have a lot of earth in my chart, but I tend to have that issue. I used to have it more than I do now. It's kind of like, I haven't used that in a long time. In fact, I don't think I'm going to. And like, kind of like, it's almost like if you have like extra little paints or something, you know, like I haven't used these in a long time. But I see somebody that they're going to start a project, somebody I like. And I'm like, you know what, maybe I should offer this to them and just let it go. And kind of like, kind of be like, if you want one, you have to take it all. Like, I'm looking to get rid of all of it. If you want it, take it all. And then whatever you want to do with it, do with it. I'm looking to get rid of it all as a unit. If you want it, take it. Use what you want. Keep what you want. Do whatever you want. I just don't want it back. Just like kind of like getting rid of something, hoping you use the most of it, but you don't have to tell me what you do with it. Just, I don't want it back. And just kind of like trying to give it away / get rid of it. But on the same token, you're like, yeah, but what if I did want to use that at some point in life, you know, down the road? It's hard sometimes to let go of things, even though you, analytically, I'm sure you can get there. Like, yeah, I probably should get rid of that, but I don't want to. And is this a person or is this like a thing? Because there's some stress here, and the thing is, if there's one thing Capricorn is really good at is holding your position. I have a few Capricorns in my family, in my life. They do not give up. Like, if you try to make them move, that's not going to go well. Even if you're thinking it's funny and you're just kind of joshing with them, no, they don't like that. That's not something Capricorn finds humorous usually. Like, it can be the littlest thing, but if somebody's trying to bully you into a different direction, you'll hold that. You'll hold that spot for all day, all night. So holding the line isn't hard, but then again, we also have to be very aware of people who, and this is true for all signs, people who know how to play us, people who know our triggers. Maybe people are pushing us not in the sense of they want us to move, but because it serves them better if you don't. And they can make you an obstacle for somebody else. Be aware of that. There are tricky people out there, and they manipulate people like that. It's a real thing. The thing is, Capricorn, if you realize it, it's kind of like the trick is to not get angry about it. It's kind of like sort it out yourself and go, wait a minute, what serves me best? What serves Capricorn best? I'm not Capricorn, but you know what I mean. I'm talking for what serves Capricorn best to do this, to do next. What should I do? Taking away that person in their little game, just getting right rid of that, and re-looking at it like what serves Capricorn the best, and then making your decision based on that. The thing is, when somebody tries to play games with Capricorn, it's easy to get upset. You know, it's like nobody likes to be manipulated, but Capricorn can get really angry about it. The trick is to literally disconnect from it, play out the scene as if this person did not exist or had no input at all. What would work for you? The hiccups. Oh my God, it's hard. It's like it's a stressful thing. If somebody manipulates Capricorn, it just doesn't. Y'all have a hard time with it. I know, and I get it. I totally get it. It's like that's not gonna be okay. That's not gonna be okay, and we're not gonna just let that go. Usually, you will remember, that's for sure. And you might say something about it, but we need to keep this the Sun card. We need to keep this in your control. That's bottom line. And sometimes you need to be a little bit more strategic about this. When people don't know that you figured things out, that puts you at a greater advantage. I don't know if Capricorn is usually strategic that way. It's not the way I learned Capricorn. Not saying you can't, especially because charts can be complicated. So some of you might be more strategic than others. It's just not the normal base energy for Capricorn that I've noticed. Usually it's what you see is what you get, and they're very forthcoming about how they feel. The Capricorns I know, their face say a lot. You can tell by the way they're looking at you that they're either happy or not happy with you. Seems to me, even though I'm seeing for Capricorn, if you're really annoyed, you don't pretend that you're not. I just feel like that's odd. There's a couple other signs that I'm thinking maybe they could if they wanted to, but if you're really angry, I feel like it's quite apparent because you will shut down or you'll be very quiet, but your face says 1,000 words. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments, because I keep thinking if you want to play a poker face, can't you? But I'm getting, like, for the ones I've known, when they're really angry, it seems like you can tell. You know that the energy is shifted. You know that they're not happy with you. Vice versa, if they're very happy with somebody, you can tell that usually too. Let me know in the comments. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Because I feel like if you could kind of keep it more to yourself and you don't let this person know, I feel like the best way to do that is to keep a distance from this person if this is somebody manipulating you, if that's happening. Because I do see somebody looking at you and they seem to think that they can use conflict to get what they want from you. I'm seeing this in the challenge area, and they're keeping you from moving forward. The gate is the only card that came in upside down, but it's telling me they're stopping you from literally getting what you want, from succeeding, by manipulating you. And I'm seeing that and feeling it more and more. But I also feel like if you really see this person for what they're doing, that's another trick for Capricorn. Once you reevaluate their true value in your life, it does change things. It definitely does change things. And once you see things for what they really are, if it was a little bit false, because I do see deceit going on here, and I see you're not happy about the deceit you're finding. Once you've made up your mind and you see it in a different light, then that's what it is. This person, if there's somebody manipulating you like this, I know this is very cliche to say this, but they're really not worth your time, and they're not worth your thoughts. They're not. They're just, like, it's just waste of space. It's a waste of time to worry about this person in the sense of, like, you know, especially if, like, I've known some Capricorns and they tend to like to get even. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. This is a waste of time. This person is who they are. I feel like they're more likely to play the victim than actually get their just desserts, if that makes any sense. I'm also getting like somebody else has been trying to warn you about this person. That might be around this, because I'm seeing this as an ally, which is not usually compatible energy for Capricorn, but it's a very informing energy. They know what you need to hear. They've told you what you need to hear, and I don't see them really around you very often, but there's somebody here who's not really compatible with you, I'd say, but they've told you their 2 cents and they've kind of left you to it. They also know, they're well aware that, leave the Capricorn alone. Give the Capricorn the message and then leave them alone and let them decide what they want to do with it. So it seems like somebody who's not super close to you, but somebody has informed you. They seem to have enough respect to leave you alone after they've given you some information, let you decide what you're going to do with it, let you sort it out as you need to. It's very odd. This other energy doesn't really seem to be doesn't seem to mesh with you all that well, but seems to be respectful and telling you the truth at the same time, but also kind of like recognizing, like, yeah, me and the Capricorn, we don't really jive like that, but I'm still going to tell the Capricorn what's going on, and then I'm going to let them decide to do what they need to do. It's a very positive energy, even though it doesn't really jive with you, if that makes sense. It's complicated, in my opinion. Because I feel like it's time to just let go and get what's better for your life. I feel like they're telling you the more you don't play into this, the more you just disconnect and do what you want, and you just disregard this person and their information, the more they are the ones who end up in the hot seat. That literally makes things fall apart for them. They are banking that you will play their game. That in one way or another, even if you find out what they're doing, you'll still play their game in some fashion, and they'll use it against you, or they'll use it to get what they want. They'll use it to get what they want. That's basically what it is. But if you just disconnect and you're just like not doing what they want me to do, and I'm not even going to say anything about it, I don't even care enough to say anything about it, it literally implodes on them. They need you to participate in some fashion for them to make this work in their favor. But when you disconnect and you don't even really acknowledge it, they're just SOL. Yeah, because I see a lot of confusion and kind of like I see a block coming and people not knowing what to do. I see the person manipulating you just literally getting stuck because you didn't play, and they were banking on that you would. They were banking that you would. And they're going to get trapped in their own situation, and they're not going to like the outcome. That seems like just desserts. I think you'll actually even see this play out. Usually life goes where, people get their just desserts, but we don't see it. This one, you may see it. You may see it. Because I see you, if you're able to do that, you're going to have this great outcome. I feel like this is just saying it's a great outcome. It seems to happen a lot quicker than expected. It moves on. I feel like the way this reconstitutes, you got a couple good cards coming in. You have the possibility to really make this go. These are like option cards. This could really go your way if you really want it to. It's just, I find it very interesting that you're going to see it play out. I see you seeing it play out. Majority of life does not work out that way, in my opinion. Most of the time, people get their just desserts. Karma has its way, but we usually don't see it. It's kind of like, I hope they do, but, I'd like to be there when it happens because I'd love to watch, but that's not usually how it works out. This one will, is what I'm getting. I also see you kind of moving out. The whole dynamic shifts. Because I almost feel like you devalue this person to you. Kind of like when they tell you stuff, I don't see you disregarding what they say, but it's almost like, all right, part of that's at least a lie, and why are we lying about it? I feel like that's where we're going. I'm not going to let them know I know they're lying, but at least part of that's a lie, and I'm wondering why. That seems to be your new attitude towards this person. Kind of like, yeah, I clearly can't trust you, so what are you doing and why are you doing it? That seems to be how this works out. Alright, that's it. That just kind of ended quick. What else do we need to say about it, though, right? Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.